Hello and welcome to the video tutorial for using Google Hangout to meet with your students. So we've been waiting for Google to add a feature for Google Hangouts Meet before we roll it out for students. And the feature that we were waiting for is the ability to prevent students from creating meetings. That's been rolled out for our domain. So you can see on my two student accounts, it says your account only lets you join meetings. I cannot create a meeting from these student accounts. That's just to prevent students from creating their own meetings without your knowledge and video chatting with one another. So I think the easiest way to create a meeting and join your students is from your Google Calendar. So you can just go to your Google Calendar, which from the waffle, you can just click Calendar, or you can go to calendar.google.com when you're logged into your district account. From here, you can create a new event. And so I'm just going to call this a sample meeting. And now I'm going to add my students. You can just start typing in their names or their magic sticks if you have those handy. As soon as I add people, I'm going to get this meeting ID. I'm going to hit save to send the invitation to them. Now I'm going to join the Hangouts Meet. Now I'm just going to mute my microphone because I'm going to be joining all these meetings, or this meeting from all the different accounts on my computer. Now from my student account, you can see this sample meeting now shows up on their meeting dashboard and they can join. And I'm going to mute this microphone as well. And then here I can do this sample meeting on my other student account and join here as well. Now all my students are on the call. Let's just say that we had someone get a hold of this meeting URL and try to join our meeting, someone outside of the school district. So this is our internet troll trying to join our meeting. They're going to have to ask to join. So they're going to hit ask to join. And then on my teacher window, it's going to say someone wants to join this meeting, and I can say deny entry. Let's say I try again. And then on the teacher window, I don't know who this person is, but I think it might be one of my students from their parents' account. I admit them. Let's say they're not who I think they are and I want to delete them. Then I can click on the user list, hit next to them, and hit the minus next to their name to remove them from the meeting if they're behaving inappropriately. That goes the same for any student that may be behaving inappropriately, and then they're kicked out of the meeting. When the meeting's time to I can ask my students to leave and tell them all to use the Hangout button on the bottom. If they're unable to find the Hangout button or are having any trouble, I can also just manually remove them from the meeting as well, the same way I removed that unknown person. The other meeting controls that are helpful for you to use when you're running the meeting are you can let me rejoin as one of those students. If a student has a lot of feedback on their screen, you can mute them by using the mute button, which they already muted right now. So let me go back to my teacher. I can mute them. They're already muted right now, so I won't be able to unmute them. But I can mute any students by hitting this picture of a microphone with a line through it to mute them if needed. On the bottom, I can mute myself or turn off my camera. I can also turn on closed captioning, which might be helpful if you have any students that are hard of hearing or have issues with their speakers or microphones at home. And then I can also share my screen by pressing Present Now. Hit my entire screen and then share my entire screen. It goes into and now they'll be able to see my screen. So if I go to another tab, like my Google Classroom, then my Google Classroom screen will show up for my students. It's kind of weird when I'm showing my own screen for the students. It goes in this like cascading forever. But for your students, it'll look normal. In terms of the other features, like you have a limited number of changing layouts. You can also record the meeting, though you need to get permission from all your students and their families if you're going to record the meeting. You can also open up this chat box to chat with your students if you need to have them chat questions in, or you want to chat answers or chat questions to your group. That's really it for Google Meetings. It is going to be the official option for the district, but if you'd like to use other meeting options, that is up to you. just this is the option that ensures that all the student data stays within the district, isn't shared with any third parties for advertising, etc. So that's why we would adopted it as the official option. And that's it for this video tutorial, and thanks for watching.